Hello guys, JCC2224 here, and I am very happy to finally show you my Clone Trooper Army display. I've been working on it for a while, and it's actually been done for a while, but I'm only now able to really show you given that I've gotten some nice studio lights. Now, this big display was made for the studio for JCC 2.0. Since Clone Troopers are a really big part of my collection, I really wanted them to have a really big part in the studio. So I used the shelf that's been dedicated to Star Wars 3 3/4 inch for years, and I entirely dedicated it just to the clone troopers and some, complimentary characters and some vehicles and all that. I'm really happy with this display and how it turned out. It has a few things I'd maybe like to fix and maybe some lighting I would like to improve in the display. However, I think for the grand look of it, it's pretty impressive. I got tired of that army lineup, and if you saw when I destroyed that army, that was actually pretty useful for me, so I can work with this better. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the more detailed, intricate parts of this display, because there's a lot to it. So right here we have Kamino, and the Kamino display is more chill, it's more relaxed. We have Alpha and, Jango and Boba talking to the Kaminoans, Obi-Wan Kenobi just chilling there, and we have some Mandalorians and the Republic Commandos and some Phase 1 troopers just talking and, barking orders at one another. And then we progress over to the Geonosis display, which is probably one of my favorite aspects of this whole Clone Trooper display. It's just such an awesome battle in the movie, and I think I replicated it pretty cool here with, the whole clones charging in, rifle butting droids and, charging and, barking orders. I got Kit Fisto in there, and I got that dropship thing. That's a really cool vehicle. I'm kind of surprised Hasbro made something like that. And of course, poor Jango, he has to have a little cameo at Geonosis because, he's kind of dead. Over here we have the Tartakovsky 2003 style Clone Wars stuff. We have, Dirge and Fordo fighting it out. We have, the Scuba Trooper and Kit Fisto and the ARC Troopers, and generally what you would expect from the Tartakovsky stuff, as well as some more miscellaneous Phase 1 guys like the Clone Engineer from Battlefront. Over here we have the actual animated Tartakovsky clone troopers. I love those figures. And now we're going over to the Dave Filoni era of Clone Wars, which isn't necessarily my favorite aspect of Star Wars. However, I really do like the clone troopers in it. We have various scenes and episodes recreated here with the figures, like Rex getting shot in the Battle of Kamino. And I really tried my best to make sure that there's some dynamic stuff going on. However, some guys like the Snow 501st guys, basically all they can do is stand there. We have some more prominent characters like Anakin and Ahsoka and Rex. And then we have the Battle of Geonosis, or I should say the second Battle of Geonosis. And I really tried to incorporate as many Clone Wars battle droids as I had as possible in this display. If you didn't know, I'm kind of short on battle droids. I have way more clones than droids, so naturally it's going to be pretty unbalanced with this. Continuing on with the Battle of Geonosis guys, we have, Jet and his men. And then we have the 212th with Waxer and Boyle and Cody, and, we got Obi-Wan fighting Grievous, Ventress decapitating 41st Elite, and then Greef fighting Captain Argaius. A lot of stuff I just wanted to recreate from the series. Right here we just have pretty much, I couldn't really do much with these characters besides just have them standing there with their Jedi generals. We got Commander Wolffe, my very first video ever made, and then we just have some pilots standing back there. This is probably one of my least favorite parts of the display, given how a lot of these characters don't have a lot to interact with since I couldn't fit in a lot of vehicles. Right here we have the Rookies display with 5 Echo, Heavy, and Cut Up. And then we just have the Battle of Christophsis with the big turret and just, the troopers fighting. I decided to put Fordo in this because it just reminds me of the original Clone Wars show. And then we just have troopers dying and all that, and then battle droids. As you can see, there's way more clones than battle droids in this. Clones would win these battles easily. And then over here we're moving on to the Phase 2 Clone Wars stuff, including the little Tartakovsky Phase 2 clone right there. I did throw in the realistic ones from the Black Series as well into this display. And there we have Cody and Rex, the two main guys. And then moving on, we have my freaking favorite part of this, the 212th. Here we have the 212th taking on the Crab Droid. I love that look. And then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi talking to Cody right before Order 66. And I do want to say, I decided to keep any Order 66 and Imperial era Star Wars stuff out of here. I just wanted it to be clones. So, say with the 501st, it's not recreating Order 66. I'm not recreating Order 66 with the 91st Reconnaissance Corps, or anything. However, I did want to recreate the original 2003 Clone Wars with Grievous capturing the Chancellor because I love that part in the show. And then here we just have Fordo and some other guys. This is pretty much the random Phase 2 guys. We have Devis and we have the ARC guys, the ARC 170 guys, 442nd, combat engineers, just so much random stuff. Commander Keller, Commander Faye. Things that really didn't have anywhere else to go because they're just such small, narrow, focused guys. Here we have the Black Series 6-inch clone troopers. I do not have the Commander Gree yet. I'm hoping to get him soon. Those are just kind of the throwaway clones that don't really have anywhere else to go because they're duplicate characters or they're just random. Here we have the turbo tank that is very, very amazing. It was sent to me by a fan, and I'm just so grateful to have this. I decided to give it to the 41st Elite since that's where you see it in Revenge of the Sith, and as you can see, you got Commander Gree and Yoda talking in there. I did decide to keep all the doors open into it because I feel like that's just more dynamicism in the display. However, the tank just generally looks better without the doors open. Here we have the Battle of Kashyyyk with Luminara in the front, and we got Tarful and Maru Maru, and we have the 41st Elite Grey guys. And then it's moving on to the Shock Troopers, and as you can see, it's Chancellor Palpatine, not Emperor Palpatine. We have Ayla and Bly, and then Mace Windu and his guys. And we have the Battle of Megiddo with Commander Bakara and Kaidi Mundi and all them. And then we have the 501st, which, like I said, I decided to keep just a battle with Ahsoka and Anakin fighting alongside Rex and all that. I didn't want the Order 66 stuff in this display. So that's generally pretty much it. Besides, we got the pilots, and we have the Battlefront 2 guys that I absolutely love, and we cannot forget the beautiful Republic Commandos. I decided to give them a whole little sub-shelf because I just love Republic Commandos. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much the entire collection. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at it. Full studio tour very soon. Be looking forward to that. But in the meantime, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Check my Facebook and Instagram pages if you have a chance. Have a good day, guys. And as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.